What's going on, guys? It's N60 Sean. A lot of you have been asking in the comments of our Minecraft mode WWE 2K19 videos and on Twitter and stuff about how to make the Minecraft style characters that you guys have been seeing. So if you haven't seen them in our videos, we've been having matches with like DanTDM, Popular MMOs, Stampy and stuff. So a lot of you guys were interested in how those characters were made. So when I made them, I recorded my method. Well, I say my method, it was just literally me making them so I could share this with you guys if you happen to be interested, which you are. So this is quite literally just a video of me at the WWE 2K19 event in London making the block body characters of this one is DanTDM to start with. So this was my first time using the block body mode. So if you guys do want to use this as an instructional guide, then by all means you can. I think you can follow this as an instructional guide, but just be aware that sometimes, because I'm trying things out, trying to get the colors right, that there are little mistakes in here, which I then go back and correct. So in the commentary, I'll try and highlight a moment that I know is a mistake, so you guys don't sort of do it and then have to go back and redo stuff. But the block body mode and using this mode is really easy. So I made this in about 15 minutes, which is a lot quicker than it takes to make the more standard skins that we use in our WWE series. So I think this one took a little bit longer because I was faffing around with the colors, and also because it was my first time using this tool. I think by the time I got to making Sunday, I was actually quite quick at navigating the different tools of this. So also as well, because I'm using the skin toned block body, it takes a little bit longer because you have to individually pencil in all of the colors. There is a paint bucket tool which you can use really easily by just tapping the R1 or the RB button on Xbox One, which makes, you know, the whole colouring in thing really easy. A nice tip that I found when using this, which you'll see when I'm doing these goggles, is just going back to the previous colours and just changing the tone just a little bit so you can get that nice detailed pixelated effect. This is a very chilled video, isn't it? This is like, if you're a regular N60 Sean customer, it's not usually this relaxed. I feel like you could just sort of pop this on in the background and just chill out on its own. One of those sort of video that send you to sleep videos. What are they called? ASMR? I think that's the right thing. That might be something completely different. But now we're just moving on the eyes. What I just found like a DanTDM Minecraft skin net thing online for reference. I guess as well what you could do, you could sort of customize this and make it look a little bit more like the skin that we use in our series. I think there's one thing I do forget to do with the head, and that's actually colouring the top. So Dan's just got this massive big bold spot at the moment, but I've neglected to do that. When you guys do it, just go back up and work out which side that is. It's so easy to work out which side it is, because if you can see here, the pixel that you're on the net shows up on the body, which is really helpful. So I think I do quite a few little tries at the colours of DanTDM's jacket to try and get it as accurate and as close to the Minecraft skin version as possible. So I think I have a few goes at this, but what is also quite good is I would recommend just doing a couple of different colours anyway, because you can change it, and that's when you get that sort of nice detailed pixely effect that you've already got established on his skin, which we're going to be covering up because we don't want DanTDM just knocking about in his pants. So I'm going to throw on the DanTDM, Craner, Sunday and Popular MMOs methods for WWE 2K19. I'm not going to put on Stampy. I mean, I could put on Stampy. I was halfway through making Stampy and then thought, actually, you guys might want to see me making these. This might be a thing that you're interested in. So I only thought of that halfway through Stampy. So maybe I could put the second half of Stampy on. I think it's just his head that I didn't record, but it's pretty easy to work out how to do Stampy's head. So I'm just trying to work out when I actually get to doing the correct colours. I think this might be the correct colours on his t-shirt. I'd still do this anyway, because you might prefer this colour than the colour I actually do. Another, so just to flag up a little mistake that I made during this, is that you see DanTDM's got these little pants on. You want to cover up DanTDM's little panties. So you want to put that jacket all the way down to the bottom and bring that t-shirt all the way down to the bottom as well to cover up those panties. I didn't notice that to start with. So just here, I'm just adding a little bit of detail to DanTDM's top, filling those little bits in, and then I think I decide that I'm still not happy with the colour of DanTDM's jacket. I feel like it's too blue. I think the hardcore DanTDM fans will probably agree. People who just want to like get this skin made and in a game, then sure. I think I'll probably put the Minecraft versions in community creations, but it might be you guys might want to make little tweaks and just want to know how to make these skins. I'm maybe just interested in seeing how block body works just on its own. So I think it's quite, I still don't notice the panties for a little bit. I'm going to stop saying panties. Panties is a weird word. So these little brown details as well at the bottom of Dan's jacket, they need to be sort of 4 pixels down, as it were. So still to come with the Minecraft mode of the WWE 2K19 videos, which I think I'm going to be putting up the day after this one, is that 5-man Hell in a Cell, because the new game is going to be on the way. We need to put a quick recap and the next episode of Season 10 up before we move Season 10 over to WWE 2K19. It's just been lots of stuff happening, guys. What am I doing here with this jacket? Have I decided now I want it more blue? I think that's just a mistake, guys. That's just a mistake. I'm putting, again, this belt buckle. If you are following this in an instructional capacity, you want to move that sucker down, sort of to the top 2 pixels of where those pants are. But the colours can remain the same. What is really useful, if you do decide that you've made a mistake, the undo tool can go back 32 steps, which is pretty awesome. And also as well, you keep a record of every colour that you've used. So if you do want to go back, then you can just go back to the library of colours. So we move on to the arm here. And I think in another little thing that I forgot to do Dan's shoulders as well. Remember, if you are using the white block body, then you can just use the paint bucket tool for this. But with the skin tone, it is a bit weird. It sort of follows the different detail rather than just filling it, which is, if I was going to improve this, I'd put, like, when you can just sort of draw squares, so you could spread like a square down, or maybe like an ellipse tool. But I think for the first go of this, these features are never going to be perfect first time. I think for a first go of this is really actually quite functional and quite good. And here we go. Oh, he's only got it noticed that he needs to bring that jacket down. Hallelujah. He has done it. I mean, that's not the same colour of the t-shirt, is it? Bring that down. There we go. And then the length of that jacket's fine. And I just need to bring the t-shirt down, cover up that incorrect belt buckle, which I hope you noticed to put down before. There we go. So yeah, because at time actually playing this was actually quite limited. Like, this was the crazy thing about playing 2K19 early, is that you want to get as much content as possible, but you want to get the right content for you guys, because there's going to be loads of people doing gameplay stuff. I think I've seen about 4 or 5 different showcase mode videos. I didn't want to rush through showcase mode. I'd actually quite like to enjoy that. So I felt like making the Minecraft skins would be something that you guys would want to see. So this was why I made the decision to quickly try and make as many Minecraft skins as possible. And we got through a lot, because it's actually they're quite quick to make. I can't believe that we're going to have to make all of the skins all over again. It only feels like yesterday that we made all the skins for 2K18. So maybe I did remember to do the shoulders. Oh yeah, so I think the shoulders are these 2 darker ones here. And instead, I accidentally coloured in the bottom of Dan's hand with a red pen. Oh no, I decided not to do the shoulders, and then I realised that he has like some little cuff detail at the bottom. So nice white line across there, and then doing the little trick of just choosing the color, and then don't bring it down too many pixels, like just a few. Like if you notice on the coordinates of the red, green, blue here, I've gone too far down there, and I think it's a little bit too grey, as you can see. You don't really need, well, actually it's not too bad, but you don't need to actually make it that much darker to get a nice pixelated effect. So my tip would be just to move it down just a couple of points. Yeah, here you go, I've corrected it here. And you can still get like a nice effect, especially when looking to make things darker at the edges. Just moving down, if you don't need to go as far down as maybe you think to make some nice details. And I think once you've made a few of these, you'll start getting really quick with the interface. And I think making a Minecraft skin of loads of different superstars and wrestlers shouldn't be too much of an ask. I'm definitely going to do a couple of Minecraft rumbles when I get the game, which I think is going to be quite soon. Actually, we might be getting it a little teeny tiny bit early, so that would be pretty awesome. So we'll do like some Minecraft rumbles and all that stuff, and we need to get season 10 back up and running, because I know that's what you guys want to see probably most of all. So there we go, doing the other arm. And am I going to do those shoulders? Does Sean do those shoulders? I'm not sure he does, you know. Not sure he does. Come on, mate. Stop mucking about with this and get them shoulders sorted. Nope, he's going to leave the shoulders. Right, remember to do the shoulders. If you're doing your one, do the shoulders, because otherwise it looks weird. So now we're just doing DanTDM's legs, which I think are a lighter blue than the jacket. I think, do I have a couple of goes at this, or do I do this first time? I think I'm realizing here that time is of the essence, and that is lovely as it is to make these detailed characters. I'm also aware that I'm never going to see this again. I'm going to have to make this again at some point anyway. I'm probably going to have to rewatch my own video back to actually remember how I made this. In the long sleepless nights which it takes to remake all the characters once again for you guys. This is helpful if you guys are finding this useful or just generally relaxing. Then do smash, or in fact no, we're not really into smashing that like button in this video. Just give that like button a little gentle tap, a little boink. Cheers, like button. Thank you very much. So yeah, I like I said earlier, I made the mistake of going a little bit too dark. I think maybe that time I didn't go dark enough. So I've got that's maybe a little bit too subtle. I'd maybe go a little bit darker on yours. But I think that colour works well for just adding in that detail, so it just doesn't look too simple. You don't want it to just look like loads of block colours. You don't want it to look too Roblox. I was so relaxed then, the little symbol in that background music made me jump. might just tone that down, or just sort my life out, one of the two. So we've got these little, what are these things? Knee pads? Boot buckles? Shiny little things on Dan's right leg, with a little darker beige blob just to add that detail. A little bit of shininess. And remember, guys, to do the top bits as well. Like, do the soles of his shoes, because I think at the moment he's just got like a weird exposed thigh, or he's going barefoot at the moment. That was one thing I forgot to do with these little 4x4 squares at the top. Make sure you do those, because you see, yeah. Oh, remember to put his shoes on. Fair play, Sean. Nice work. But I didn't do the top. Also, as well, underneath Dan's midriff, the underneath bit of him is a little bit exposed in quite a weird way. So let's almost certainly sort that out. I think one of those is his neck. The other bit is this pelvic area, which definitely needs material to cover it up. Oh, I did remember to do that. Cool. I think you can leave the neck. I've obviously do the right leg, and I think that's it. I think the only thing I forgot to do was the top of Dan's head, which I know you guys will remember if you're using this in an instructional capacity, and also the shoulders. So get this leg all nice and done, all quick. Again, if you're one of those guys who just wants to make this and just start playing, like you don't have much time to do the details and you just want to get this ready for 20 minutes. If you want to give Dan some default move sets, DDP's entrance is the DanTDM entrance, and also just Randy Orton's moves. A lot of people in the comments, whenever I say DanTDM's finisher is the Diamond Cutter, and they correct me and say it's the RKO. So the Diamond Cutter is a wrestler called Diamond Dallas Page. That was his move before the RKO. It was called the Diamond Cutter, which I think that's why it works well for DanTDM. So Diamond Cutter is the legit name of that move from a wrestler called DDP, which I'm sure a lot of you know. So we're almost done here. I think I've messed up that buckle, but I'm almost certainly going to correct that to make that look nice and good. But I think, considering that we've thrashed that out in quite record time, I think that looks pretty good. Also, as well, like I don't know if everybody's guaranteed to have their PlayStations online. So if you don't download logos, or if you can't create your own logos and you can't find decent DanTDM logos and face photos and all that stuff, making the Minecraft version might be a good alternative. So there is DanTDM in all his glory, with a big bold head, which you're going to fix. See, look, I fixed the side of his hair, because he's got like a weird bowl cut even. He's got a bald head, but he's got a weird bold sort of rubbish haircut at the moment. So I'm just going to give him some decent decent hairstyle. As decent as a hairstyle you're going to get in a Minecraft skin. Oh my days. I'm just a little bit detail on the side of his head, because that hair did look a bit naff. And nope, he's going to forget to do the top of the head. Well done, Sean. 10 points for Gryffindor. So there you go. There's DanTDM. Now in this bit, so there's Stampy, which I made first. Get a little quick glimpse of him. Oh, remember to apply it as well. Remember to apply it. Otherwise, he'll just be naked. And you can actually edit any of the block bodies sort of within the Create Wrestler. You don't have to start a new one each time. So you could just sit and just make everybody's block body in one sitting, and then just apply the one you need to the character in question. So apply this one to DanTDM, then go back in and then just quickly apply it to Create, if you don't want to keep coming in and out and stuff. So I don't think I really bothered with the abilities here, because like I said, we didn't have loads of time for this, and I wanted to make as many and do as many matches with these guys as possible as well. Here's the new payback things, which are pretty cool. If you haven't seen these in other people's gameplays videos, I know a lot of people have done videos documenting what each of these things do. So it's like little bonus things. There's some cool things like teleporting, poison mists, power of the punches, and low blows, which would be useful for PewDiePie. So yeah, there you go. There's DanTDM. Drop a like if you did find that useful. I hope you did, guys. And do check out some of our other WWE 2K19 videos. And make sure you're here for when Season 10 graduates to 2K19. I think we'll maybe squeeze in one more episode and a recap before we move Season 10 over to 2K19. But yeah, maybe have the first World Championship defense on there or something. But I've been N60 Sean. See you later, guys, and we'll be back with more how to make Minecraft skins very soon.